The hotly debated abortion bill that contains sweeping restrictions is now headed to the state Senate.
Have all voted? Have all members voted?
DPS troopers arrested several people after an outburst in the gallery of the House floor during the House vote this morning. The bill would ban abortions after 20 weeks. Critics claim the new requirements would close all but 5 abortion clinics in the state of Texas. Republicans say it's all about safety for women.
I think science is ultimately going to solve this problem for us. The more we look into what the science is on this, the more we realize that these entities are babies, they're humans. And I think once people recognize that we're just protecting human beings, I think they get more comfortable with the ideas of the legislature that we have today.
A final vote could be held as early as Friday in the Senate. It's expected to pass and be signed by the governor. And this time, Democrats won't be able to run out the clock with a filibuster. Well, that's not stopping them from putting up a fight. Fox 4's Brandon Todd joining us tonight from Fort Worth, where State Senator Wendy Davis and other abortion rights activists brought the rally to North Texas tonight. Brandon.
Yeah, they sure did. In this bus right back behind me, the Stand with Texas Women bus rolled in here to Fort Worth, and back over here, they're just now tearing down the last part of what was a stage where Senator Wendy Davis and other politicians tried to rally this crowd to keep fighting. Hundreds of abortion rights supporters got an extra boost of encouragement at a Fort Worth rally from the woman who they hail as the newest champion of their cause.
Senator Wendy Davis.
Davis told this crowd she appreciated their support.
Our partisan leadership in charge does not respect the rights of all Texans to make critical decisions about themselves and their bodies.
And although the Texas House just approved a bill that would place tight restrictions on abortion in Texas, Davis hoped this crowd would make a difference with their vote.
We know that our state is strongest when every single person here is cherished and given the opportunity to realize the dreams that they have.
The bill, which would ban abortions after 20 weeks and only allow abortions in surgical centers, easily passed the House. It goes now to the Republican-controlled Senate.
And now, I am witnessing the far-right politicians in Austin pushing through legislation that is both deeply unpopular and very dangerous to the women of Texas.
Dallas, around 200 people rallied to stop abortion restrictions. State Senator Royce West, who is opposed to limits on abortion, tried to encourage the crowd.
In the name of Ann Richards, in the name of Emma Rangel, in the name of Barbara Jordan, we stand with the women of Texas.
2 weeks ago, thousands crowded the Capitol Rotunda cheering on Senator Davis, who helped run out the clock on anti-abortion legislation with an 11-hour filibuster during a special session.
And ultimately, it was the people's filibuster that killed that terrible piece of legislation.
All right, back out live. Although that bill died in the Texas Senate 2 weeks ago after the protests and that filibuster, it could go back in front of the Senate for a vote as early as Friday. Steve?
All right, Brandon, partisan inside the chambers. These votes come down pretty much right on party lines, but I'm not sure it's that way in the community. People feel the way they feel, and that's just the way it is. But it seems now that the strategy has changed. I heard Royce West earlier say, you know, if you don't like it, vote the people out. So out on the streets, it sounds like this is going totally political, trying to turn the voters in their favor, not so much about the specific legislation, the future of it, but about the candidates and vote them out, right? Is that the way it's going?
Yeah, exactly. When you listen to some of these politicians speak today, they weren't speaking as much about the bill as they were about other issues in the Rick Perry campaign. You know, in the governor's mansion. I mean, they're talking about things that were a much wider perspective, and then that's when they kind of ushered in this new chant of change things with your vote. Vote at the ballot box and make your change that way. At least that's their new push. Steve?
All right. We'll see how it plays out. Brandon Todd, thank you.